The other little update that I'm not happy about, my wife and I were out of town for about a week, and every time we leave, the dogs decide, I think they actually just, try to figure out what it is they can destroy. Well, this time they decided that they wanted to get in my garden, which I've had issues with them getting in the garden before. I've put up the electric fence here that you can see. It's a dummy wire at this point, so they each got popped by it once, never got near it again, so I unplugged it a long time ago, over a year ago. Well, when I took these planks down, I didn't have a wire there, so real quick, the yellow one that you see in the background there, she figured out, oh, she could just step right through that open fence. So she started walking into the garden and playing, so I kicked her out of there one day and ran a single stringer wire, you can see running, there it is, running across. And again, just a dummy wire. I mean, it's twisted right off to the wooden post. It's not even hooked up to the main line. And that stopped her from doing that. Well, when I got to doing all this digging for my PVC lines for my new sprinkler system, I'll do a separate video for that, but I made a little gap here on accident. I pulled this post. You can see, pulled that post away from the fence, and that made a gap about 18 inches wide. Well, they found that while I was gone on vacation. And so I came back and I found this trail beaten through my cabbage, straight through my radishes, and down to the end of the fence. What these dogs do is when neighbors walk by and walk their dogs out back, my dogs want to go to the fence and bark and be tough. Well, I have this big gate right here that I shut sometimes, and I can keep the dogs and stuff out of the bee yard, and it keeps them out of my compost bins. I'll shut that before I left, so now the dogs couldn't run in here like they want to do, like Maddie standing here. She couldn't run in here and get over into that corner of the fence. So she did the next best thing, which was to get into that corner of my garden. And in doing so, trampled the crap out of my rainbow chard, which really irritates me because I love that stuff. And took out, looks like I had 9 cabbage plants, and now I have 5.5. So, took out, several of my cabbage plants, just due to pure idiocy, just dogs being dogs. So, I was a little heartbroken, a little upset, but lessons learned, I guess. As you can see, I still haven't strung a dummy wire across here, so I'm taking my chances. And they probably won't do it now that we're home. They just do it out of spite. Every time we leave, they tear a bunch of stuff up just to let us know how angry they are. So